Hello everyone, thanks for stopping by. My name is Jim Falk and I'm with trailgear.org. Today I'm going to show you a neat little gizmo I came up with. I call it a Tarp joiner or Tarp extender. Basically what it is a little device that allows you to join two tarps together, or in this example I'm going to show you how to join two ponchos together, making one large tent big enough to sleep 3 people comfortably. Need to get a 3/4 inch piece of poly pipe and also a 1/2 inch piece of poly pipe. This is the type of pipe that's used for in-ground sprinkler systems, and they come in 24-inch lengths. And the 1/2 inch poly pipe fits inside the 3/4 inch poly pipe, and it's a perfect fit. Just right, no play. Take your 1/2 inch piece of poly pipe and cut it off at a 6-inch length. Then take your 3/4 inch poly pipe and cut it off at a 6-inch length also. With a high-speed Dremel tool and a diamond cutting wheel, you'll need to cut out a 1/4 inch wide groove from end to end. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, like that. So a 1/4 inch groove from end to end, and remove that piece. And then in one end you'll need to cut a V. The two pieces of pipe snap together like such. And the way it works is, this is a 1/2 inch solid piece, this is a 3/4 inch with a 1/4 inch groove slot cut from end to end, and a V starter angle. Now, the 1/2 inch piece, press the end of the 1/2 inch piece in the V starter slot, and that will start the spread of the 3/4 inch pipe, and then press the entire 1/2 inch pipe inside the 3/4 inch pipe. For demonstration purposes, these are 2 nylon bags from my 2 ponchos I'm going to use when I show you how to put 2 ponchos together to make an A-frame tent. So pretend these are tarps. What you do is you are going to create a ridge line of the 2 tarps, and you lay your 1/2 inch piece of poly pipe on the ground. You take one tarp, lay it over the top and overlap a couple inches. Take your second tarp, lay it over the top of the first tarp, and overlap it a couple of inches. So that way, if it rains, the water will shed off and it won't leak down through the ridge line. Take your 3/4 inch poly pipe with the V starter notch. Find the end of the 1/2 inch pipe. Press it down until both of them snap together, and that will bind or join both ends of each tarp or each poncho together. This will become your ridge line. This side will be staked out. This side will be staked out. Now, as you can see, it's hollow in the center. If you're going to use this as like an A-frame setup, what I suggest is take a piece of your paracord and run it through the center of the 1/2 inch pipe that's on the underside, and run this all the way down the length of the ridge line of your tarp and tie it off at a tree at each side. To disassemble, lay the tarps flat on the ground, put your thumbs next to the poly pipe, and pull each tarp directly away from each other, and it will snap apart easily. One final note, these things can also be used to repair torn grommets. Let's say that this is the corner of the tarp and there was a grommet here that tore away. Well, you can't use your tent stake anymore because there is no grommet. But with these tarp joiners, you can use this as a temporary grommet. Again, lay your corner of your tarp or poncho across the 1/2-inch pipe like such. Take the V starter slot, place it over the 1/2-inch pipe, and then press down and they snap together. And there is your grommet. Now, what you need to do now is take a piece of cordage, run it through the center of the 1/2-inch pipe, and then you can tie it off. Like such. And then take your tent stake, this would be the tarp, and then take your tent stake, which would be my finger, and drive it into the ground, and then that becomes a temporary grommet. Okay, now we're out on my back patio, and I'm assembling the two ponchos together using the tarp joiners. On this side, there's a standard 5x7 nylon poncho, and on that side there is a second 5x7 nylon poncho. And as you can see, in the center I have a series of tarp joiners. In this application I have used 5 evenly spaced tarp joiners. Now the last one on the end I'm going to put together for you now. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is take your ridge line, which is my paracord, and run it through the solid 2-inch pipe. Like such. Then position the pipe underneath the first side of the poncho. And I'm going to put this kind of close to the edge here, and it's going to overlap about that much. Take the second side of the poncho and overlap it, line it up. Here's the end, right here is the end of the 2-inch pipe. Take the 3/4 inch with the starter groove, press it, and snap it down. And there you go. And that completes the assembly of 2 tarps together. Okay, here we are outside, and here's the finished product. A standard A-frame pup tent using 2 5x7 nylon ponchos, and joined together with my tarp joining system. In this case I have 5 joiners along the ridge line, evenly spaced from end to end, and the ridge line is paracord, and I have it running through the inside of each of the joiners. It's hollow, remember, and you run it through each one of the joiners, and that creates a nice sturdy firm backbone. The end I secure with a prusik knot. I slide it down the ridge line, and you get slack, which you don't want. Pull it so it's taut, and you got yourself a nice tight snug ridge line. Also, the top of the ridge line is overlapped so that any water or rain will sheet off and not drip on you inside the tent. And inside the tent, as you can see, it's sizable enough for at least 3 people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Have a nice day.